Keita, can you say I wobble? I love you. Say it. Say I love you. Why don't you talk in stores like this? You could talk in stores like this. We can go on the Mike Sullivan show. Say I love you. Hey guys, I want to touch base with everyone about what I'm going to do to this motorcycle next. I bought some deer skin. It's brown, it's already dyed, it's a pebble grain buckskin. It's like real light material. I think it's about a millimeter, maybe a millimeter and a half, maybe even 2 millimeters thick. So it's real soft. And I'm going to make a video of this when I do this. I'm going to make grips out of it with 36-inch long fringe. Instead of putting the fringe on the seat frame and the frame underneath the engine. That's what I was going to do. Now the fringe I bought for that, for the frame, I'm putting on the saddlebags. I'm going to put the fringe on the inside of the saddlebag lids. So all you'll see is the frame. All you'll see is the fringe hanging down from the saddlebag lids. I'm doing that for each one of them. And then for the handlebar grips, it's going to be brown pebble green buckskin with 36-inch long fringe. And the grips, I'll make a video of from start to finish with that. Okay, that's what I'll do. Now let me close my garage door in case if someone's listening. I don't want them to hear what I'm about to say. I do have the big dog up for sale. The main reason why I want to sell it, actually there's two reasons. First reason is I need the money. You know, me and my wife's lives and my dog's would be a lot better off with the money. Okay. I doubt it's going to sell. I doubt it very seriously. And the second reason why I want to sell it is because there's nowhere to cruise around here. It's so dangerous around here. There was actually a cop hit and run. Someone hit and ran a cop. The cop's in a hospital. There's like hit and runs almost every day. And I'm not talking about hit and runs hitting a vehicle. I'm talking about vehicles hitting people. There's like one or two every single day around here. And there was another person who was killed from a hit and run. It went from bad to dangerous around here. I try to stay off the roads as much as possible. That's how bad it is here. And it's like that because of the lack of police. The police just don't give a shit. You very rarely see a cop around. And the police forces around here are way understaffed. Way understaffed. They're like skeleton police forces. So they can't cover the areas. You know, so people just basically do whatever they want to do. You know, it's like I said, there's nowhere to go around here, and it's just getting too dangerous to be on a motorcycle around here. I mean, I've never come close to being hit. On my Hayabusa I was a few times, because, you know, when I was on a Hayabusa, I got absolutely no respect whatsoever. The chopper, people have started tailgating me on the chopper. I've noticed that. You know, anybody that stays, like you're going down a road, let's say 40 miles an hour, let's say 35 miles an hour, you got a car staying 10 feet off your tire. That's called tailgating. You know, that's way too close. Way too close. They'll knock you off the bike. They'll damage the motorcycle. they'll just basically make you crash, and they're not going to stop. They'll keep on going. They'll keep going. The only defense you might have is if you have a camera set up on a motorcycle. And I'm thinking of getting a front and rear camera for the motorcycle as well. And in case of something happens, I'll at least have it on video. Another thing they should start doing here in Pennsylvania is we need to have license plates put on the front of the vehicles. Here, they only have rear license plates. We need to get front license plates put on all the vehicles. It needs to be mandated. But, yeah, those are the two reasons why I'm selling the motorcycle, guys. And living around here, it's real hard not to be depressed. It's just, this place it's just, living, I live like in the North Hills, and it's a piece of shit. It's dominated by white snobs, okay? In my opinion, they are white devils. It's dominated by white snobs. These people are so selfish, so greedy, so self-centered, so not giving a shit about nothing but themselves. They make me ashamed to be white. They really do. They make me totally ashamed. I actually hate my own race. When I was going to school, I went to school in a pre-dominated black school. It was 90% black. And the blacks used to beat me up every single day. I grew up being a racist. I grew up hating black people because of what happened to me in school. And almost the same thing happened to me in high school. Now, I was basically a racist, I'd say up to about, I'm 60 now. I was probably a racist up to about 20, I'd say maybe about 30 years old. Okay? The black person has never stabbed me in the back. White people have. Okay? Do I like black people more than white people? Right now I do. Right now I do. Because black people, they don't stab you in the back like white people do. Black people come up to you and tell you what the problem is and stab you right in the front. But a white person, they'll come up from behind. You won't know it's them and they'll stab you in the back. That's basically the way it is. What's going on in this country is blacks hate blacks and whites hate white. And the reason why it is because what they're doing to their own races. Okay, white people are horrible. They're totally crazy. I mean, they are totally insane right now. And now, if I was black, I'd probably think that about my race, about my black race. I'd think the same thing. And that's what's going on. Where I actually was raised in Pittsburgh. I was raised in the city. And, my father, this is what I'm talking about traditional hate. How the hate is passed from the fathers and mothers on to the children. My father used to always talk about blacks and Jews. Blacks and Jews are no good. They do this, they do that, you have to watch out for them. So, as a kid, you figure, well, this is my father saying this. Well, he got to be right. He's got to be right. So you're raised to believe that blacks and Jews are no good. Meanwhile, the people that we were doing our jobs for, our home remodeling, were almost entirely Jews. And their checks never bounced, bro. Their checks never bounced. I guess my father, he wasn't, I guess you can't say he was racist. He was brainwashed from World War II, from Nazi Germany, because he fought on the Italian side and on the Nazi side. So, you know, back then you were brainwashed. There's nothing you can do about it. You either did the way they wanted to do things, or they killed you, or they shot you. They put you against the wall and shot you. So you had to hate Jews back then. So, you know, it took me a long time to not hate the black race. You know, I'll give you guys, if you guys can't find a reason not to hate black people, I'll give you a reason not to hate them. Look at some of the real fine black girls. Okay? That girl might have a child that might be some kind of a successful person that might actually help other people. Or they might make a piece of music that'll inspire people, or it'll make someone happy to get through a day. Okay? That's a good reason not to hate a black person. Or you might have a beautiful black girl, gets married, has a child. That child might grow up to be a famous football receiver that'll make the Steelers win Super Bowls, and that'll make people who live in Pittsburgh happy. So, and what do I know? I'm a garbage man. You know, and then people say, well, you know, why should you waste your time and your energy hating? You know, and there's a lot of truth to that too. So, you know, and meanwhile, when I was in school, a lot of my best friends were black. A lot of my best friends were black. You know, that might be because it was 90% black. There was really no white kids in the room to be friends with. So, of course my friends were black. You know, then again, I'm Italian, so I'm almost black myself. I'm not 100% white. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do to those handlebars, guys. I ordered a real thin, soft, pebble grain buckskin, and I'm going to make grips for that with the fringe coming down 36 inches. Okay? I hope it's not a mistake. I hope I don't attract police with fringe that long, but it's going to come way down. And when I'm going down, way down, and when I'm going down the road, it's going to stream past my body. That's what I want. And I'm not going to put fringe on the bottom of the frame or in the bottom frame part where the seat is. That fringe I ordered, I'm going to put it on the inside of the saddlebag flaps. You know, so it's going to be semi-fringed out. I was going to fringe out the entire frame, starting from the top of the neck on down to the bottom. I was going to do the whole thing with fringe, but I don't think it'll look right. And it just won't look right. It'll take the lines away from the motorcycle. You know, back to me hating my own white race. You know, I shouldn't either, but I'll tell you, it's hard around here. These people around here, man, push your buttons. And it's almost all road rage. I come home, I leave my workplace at 8. It takes me a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes to get home. Some days are good. Most of the days you have these people behind you they're literally right in your rear window. You know, I mean, you could see the fillings in their fucking teeth. They're like maybe 5 feet off your goddamn bumper. You know, and when you stop, they stop right with you. You go, they go right with you. They just, you know, they're so impatient around here. They just don't understand that that's not going to do any good. If you put yourself at least another 20 feet back, you're going to get down the road the exact same length of time. It's not going to get you anywhere any faster to tailgate somebody. You know, I used to go to the dog track over in Wheeling, West Virginia. It was 63 miles away. This is how many times I used to go there. I knew the exact amount of miles from my house to the dog track. It was exactly 63 miles. Okay? Going and coming. I went there so many times, I experimented with different speeds on how long it would take me to get there. I used to go sometimes 60. It would take me an hour and 3 minutes. I would go 70. I'd get there maybe 2 or 3 minutes sooner. Sometimes I'd do a constant 80. I'd get there maybe 10 minutes earlier. Yeah, that's all that does for you. When you go 20, 30 miles an hour above the speed limit, you really don't gain much. All you do is you just get somewhere maybe 5 or 10 minutes earlier. You know, so you're burning off all that extra gasoline, all that extra wear and tear in your tires and your vehicle to just get somewhere 5, 10 minutes earlier. Now, another thing I noticed what they used to do around here before the coronavirus started is all the women that would have kids, all baby mamas, what they used to do is they wouldn't give themselves any time in the morning. They would literally be in a super big rush to drive drive them and their kids to the bus stop or to the school bus stops. Once the kids would be picked up by the school bus, off they go to work, and they're literally in a god almighty rush. They don't give themselves absolutely no extra time whatsoever. You know, and I am so glad that a lot of schools are closed right now because it took a lot of those motherfuckers off the road. You know, I mean, it was horrible. The traffic in the mornings around here with these insane white people, it was mostly all white people. It was just absolutely insane. You know, I'm not taking the sides of the black people, okay? You know, maybe in an urban area, it's mixed, black and white, but around here, unfortunately, I live with all white snobs. This area is dominated by white devils, by white snobs. And they're insane. You know, the part of Allegheny County I live in is called the North Hills. And they're absolutely insane here. They're absolutely just totally crazy. So, you know, there is one person that saved my listing. You know how that goes. That's bullshit. So far, I haven't got anyone that wants to see it, that wants to hear it run, wants to come and take a look at it. You know, hey, will you take 8,000? Will you take 7,000? Will you take, you know? Because I'm asking $11,000 for it. I might go down 1,000, but that's about it. I shouldn't even do that. You know, I've seen these for sale for 16,000, 13, 12,000. You know, the thing is, guys, if I would sell it for $10,000, I'll never get another one. It ain't never gonna happen. You know, a regular motorcycle is nothing like this. It is nothing like a big chopper like this. It's not the same thing. This motorcycle I'm looking at right now, it's 9 feet long. An American Iron Horse Texas chopper is 2 inches longer. So, you know, they're 9 feet long with a big ass tire in the back, the noise and the torque, and there's just nothing like it. So, you know, if I had the money, I'd get another one. If I had money, I'd get a Texas chopper. This way I'd have both of them. So I hope anyone didn't get butt hurt from what I said. That's what the truth is around here. So you guys, Oh, by the way, it is supposed to rain right around the same time I got to go up to the bike show, so I'm going to probably take the car with my dog. If they don't let me in, the hell with them. They don't let me in, I'll turn around, and next year I'll try to make better plans.